Go. Hello everyone. So I've got a question that's been asked of me, and this is someone who's doing shamanic training, so I thought I'd read it out to you because it's relevant. So here it says, "Hey Keith, I haven't been able to get on with much and things aren't that great at the moment. I'm sorry about that. I've got a bit distant to the work." So when we come a bit distant to the work, this is something that happens to all people who practice shamanically. And it's rather the same as people who say, right, I'm going to do yoga, I'm going to do it every day, and I'm going to be really disciplined about it. That sets up a whole expectation, and what often happens to people is that they just drift away from it. And I had a conversation with someone quite a long time ago who was very much on her path and working things out. And I brought this subject up with her about when you have got something you really like to do and you don't follow through with it. And what she was saying is, I invite you to accept that it's really appropriate to let go of these things and that we need time to rest from whatever it is we're doing, even yoga, meditation, and also shamanic practice. So one of the reasons why we can suddenly find ourselves distant from the work is because we need to rest and we need to go 3D and get more engaged in everyday life, doing dishes, cleaning the house, all those things that we have to do. So there's a real appropriateness in feeling that you're not able to do the work. However, there's something else I want to clarify. If you're doing shamanic training and part of your training is to actually go out and find clients and do work with them, what you will find when you do that is that will really help to encourage you to do the work because of the positive feedback that you get. Whereas if all the shamanic work you're doing is for your own self-development, you don't get that extra benefit. So that's another issue too. So there is something about practicing and working with clients that actually encourages you to want to practice more. And there are times, certainly I found that myself, when I needed to actually break away from working with clients and to work purely on myself. And I did that for some months in the winter of 2007, and it was absolutely vital work I did. And funny enough, the same person I spoke about who advised it's appropriate to have time when you just let go of things, that was around about that time, and I was encouraged to do that particular deep work that I did. So what I'm saying is there are times it's appropriate to work for yourself, times it's appropriate to work for clients, and there's times that you just need to give it a break and do something else and know you can come back to it. And of course, if you've got a client base, this is the way it often happens. It certainly happens to me. I'll have a spell when I'm not being asked to do any shamanic work, and the next thing I know, I've got a phone call or a contact via the website, and I'm being asked to do work, and then that brings me back into it too. So really my main advice about this question about feeling distant to the work is actually to accept that, realize there's a reason for it, and to know that if this is in your heart to work like this for yourself and to help other people in this way, you will come back to it. So ultimately it's all about just relax. Thank you very much.